a further problem with seeing Yeshua as opposed to Oral Torah and traditional Judaism is that it pits Yeshua against his own people.
What own people? Now, once again, he is taking... How many people within the ethnically Jewish people alive on the earth today, how many do you think are Orthodox Jews or Hasidic Jews? I would say less than 10%. So
tiny percent.
Tiny percent. So it doesn't pit him against his own people. It pits him against the sect that you want him to be pitted, that you see him as pitted against.
It puts him at odds with them in a major area. And Yeshua cannot be the Messiah of our people if he is fundamentally opposed to us in practice and theology.
He cannot be the Messiah of our people if he's opposed to us in practice and theology. What about the fact that he calls himself Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh? In John 8:58, I am. Isn't that opposed to...
He is, what I'm hearing is an elevation of Oral Torah over Yeshua, and then saying if Yeshua doesn't fit, then he can't be Messiah. This is similar to what we heard from Yitzhak Shapira, is like, we're going to uphold
Jewish theology.
This Jewish Kabbalism, and if Yeshua doesn't fit, well, then he can't be the Messiah.
Exactly.
And it's like, how come we don't put the scriptures up, hold up the scriptures as the truth, as the guide for our hashkafa, recognize the importance of history, recognize that when the apostolic writings were written, that the Mishnah did not exist, that what he's doing, he's taking things from later in history and then saying Yeshua needs to somehow fit. It's like he's got a new puzzle, and he's taken the puzzle piece of Yeshua out of an earlier puzzle, and he's trying to make it fit into this bigger puzzle. And he's saying, well, if I can't find a way to make it fit, he must not belong. Because he's committed to the Oral Torah picture, not to Yeshua. Here's the other thing. Oral Torah does not define the people of Israel.
That's exactly right.
He's like, our people. No, Yeshua's not fundamentally at odds with our people. The polarity is not Israel and Gentiles, and we have to... No, the polarity, are we in Messiah or not? That's the basic polarity, and it's not for us to judge. If someone's in Messiah, Baruch Hashem, if someone at present appears not to be, like we've talked before, we're not the judge to say, oh, you're outside forever. Our hope is that person also would be found in Messiah. That's the fundamental organization of social life for the body Messiah, not Israel, or as encoded in a halakhic tradition, pick the one, pick which Hasidic group, or pick which ultra-Orthodox group you want to stick with. It's not that, again, it sounds to me like we're talking about these clouds. We're looking at clouds, and Caleb, you're like, oh, I see a bunny in that cloud. And I'm like, well, actually, Caleb, it's a duck. And it's like, it's like, but we've left scripture. You know what I mean?